day is it?
It's everybody's in the world because that
Okay.
thing's been up there since for like 2 or 3 years. So
Oh,
that way,
okay.
it doesn't have to, since there's so many people that I don't feel like putting it on and taking it off.
Okay, I guess I've never seen that angle before
Just stand in
in,
that picture.
in one of these. Okay.
Stand in that picture for your birthday.
Are your cats still doing okay
Oh, they're great.
as they're growing? Okay.
Yeah, they're great. These are the nicest cats. Besides my Robbie, which was amazing. I wish Robbie would have seen these. They're very just they're very sweet, very nice cats. Great temperament. Doing good, Todd. Come on, squeeze it up. You're getting great range with that. And look at the definition on his calves.
Yep.
His quads are burning.
His calves are at odds with his biceps.
Yeah.
They're always trying to show each other up all the time. Bunch of show offs.
He's about to sit in that captain's chair.
Damn.
Good. Good one, Todd. That was good. That looks like it hurt.
Yeah.
Ready, Kelly?
Okay.
Don't bring your knees so far forward when you come down. Right there. Keep your like knees in place when you come down. There we go. Just push the floor away.
Well, that's what I was trying to do, and apparently it made my knees go forward for some reason. So now I got two things I got to concentrate on instead of one.
Come on. Squeeze away. Good.
Oops. Oh. 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 Oh.
Good. Come on.
Oh. Ah. Oh, oh,
Don't kill
take that
yourself.
for those. Oh,
Well, Todd was just sitting casually going,
oh.
oh, here. Todd's back at it. Man, he never knew that machine was so useful. That machine was useless. It was doing nothing there for years.
Now I can hang stuff on it and everything.
Yeah, now it's useful.
Oh. Already, huh?
Already.
Already, he died there.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, Kelly needs a rest. Kelly's saying, wait. So hold
Yeah,
on,
only
Kelly.
take a couple more
Yeah,
breaths.
take a couple breaths, Kelly. Now, Kelly, do you watch any of that stuff in your background?
Of course I do.
You still
Yeah.
do? So how do you do it on a rotational basis? Like, do you put one today, one tomorrow, one like where you could because
No, I don't
like
watch. I don't watch one a day, but I've lately been watching some VHS, which is over in this corner.
all right.
But
Oh, you got VHS. So what do you got there? VHS, VCR.
no, right.
What
This is all Blu-ray here.
else?
From here on, it's all 3D Blu-ray.
Okay.
All of this is just regular Blu-ray.
Did you like rob a Blockbuster while it was closing or what?
No, but almost 20 years ago, video stores started going out of business. So I got a bunch of VHS tapes for like 50 cents to $1 each.
Yeah.
Okay. Oops. Hold it the right way.
Now it almost seems absurd to go to a store to rent a movie.
What was that?
Now it almost seems absurd to go to a store that you will go to a store to rent a movie to bring it back.
Yep.
It was fun doing that. You talk to other people while you were
Yeah,
there.
yeah. It had it's there was something about it that was actually entertaining.
It was social,
You will meet strangers that you didn't know, and they would say, "Well, that movie sucked," or "It was good," or
Yeah.
whatever.
I remember when that's first. We'd go down and get us a movie to watch, but then rent the recorder, take it home with us so we could. So those early days of VHS.
Squeeze it up and hold. Squeeze up and hold. Let it go slow. Squeeze up and hold. Come on, get these. Squeeze up and hold. There we go. Come on, man. Good.
Oh man.
Good.
Oh.
Oh, Todd's happy. You gave him a lot of rest.
Oh.
Todd, you gotta give Kelly here a lot of rest. You better try real
Well, for
hard now.
me, anyway.
I was here yesterday. Told you,
Uh-huh.
but get through quick. I thought. But I got to sit out here and listen to Van Morrison while I worked out, so that worked out just well.
The whole album?
Well, the one I'm listening to is duets.
Okay.
That's even better with John Lee Hook.
Resist on the way back slowly. Now push. There we go. So resist, resist, hold. Yeah, right there. Push. There we go. Look at his arm. Look at this arm. This 1,000-year-old arm looks like a brand new arm.
Every time.
It's like, man.
He's a powerhouse.
I tell you. All those ladies in the cemetery, they're like, woo hoo hoo.
Yeah.
That's it. I'll tell you.
Oh.
Is Mo feeling better?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Better.
Oh.
Yeah, let's get these. Come on, really push into it. Push into it. There we go. That squeeze. There we go. Come back. Hold. Get tight. Push into it. Push into it. Hard, hard, hard. There we go. Come on. Come back. Slow, 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 slow. Hold. Push into it. Wow, Todd. That looks amazing. Come on. Push. Breathe. Push into it. There we go. Now he's giving you some rest, Kelly. You can't complain. He's doing good.
Yep. Empujar. Without the accent. I remember that, but I don't remember pull. What's pull? Is it pelar?
Pilar? What?
How do you say pull? I only remember how to say push.
In what language?
In Spanish.
Jalar.
Okay.
Jalar.
I know empujar is push, but
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what pull was.
All I ever heard, andale.
Andale. Well, you were watching Speedy Gonzalez? Andale,
Yep.
andale. Yeah.
Yeah. He taught some of us a few words.
Arriba, andale, andale.
I know way more words than I'm supposed to say.
Oh, you know the good words then.
Yeah.
That what it is.
couple of Mexican brothers taught me how to say them and got me in lots of trouble.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, we swear you can say it. Everyone's nice.
They say, Mingo, say this. He said, go tell Mingo I said this. And I'd say, slap me.
Are my elbows about where they should be? Are they too far back?
No,
too far forward?
Keep them back in the beginning. So that's okay. Doing good.
Well, without the bar here to drag across my belly,
yeah, you're able to.
I'm not quite sure, if my elbows are where they should be for this or not.
How's your elbows feeling now? Better?
Yeah.
And around another month, then we'll go back to the bar and see how they feel. Because it should have fixed itself.
Well, the bar wasn't my issue with these. It was that my left arm's longer than my right. Remember?
Yes, I know, but that's gonna affect your elbow. So eventually, once you get back to stable, sometimes you're able to go back and
Okay.
Squeeze it up. There we go. Squeeze up. Hey, lady.
Oh, that's it, I think. No. Ugh. Ugh.
Right.
Still does something to my left elbow bone here. Ugh. I mean,
What are you
not
doing
elbow,
now? You doing another set?
wrist bone.
Probably for like
Okay, I think it was
Todd's going pro now.
20.
Man, look at Todd's chest over there popping out. He's driving all those little girls mad. They're all going crazy.
The old girl, too.
They all stop at the sidewalk looking at Todd.
they say, look at the old man.
Good, Todd. Good. Come on. Man, that shit's getting some definition back there. You can see it. Good. Well, that one didn't give Kelly much rest, but it's okay.
Let me get a little more.
Yep.
Chalk.
Do you have a list, a spreadsheet of everything you have?
Yep.
I figured you would, because it looks like you're very meticulous. So yeah, there's the book.
I don't know if you can see. Well, it's not showing up, but that's one of about, I don't remember how many pages make it up. But yes, I'm organized. I
can tell.
keep track of it all.
You keep track of where exactly the calculations of where the bodies are kept, the depth,
Yeah.
everything's there, so everything's safe.
I'm not as good as that as Gabrielle. I think he was the master.
Yeah, right. That's right,
You remember?
Gabrielle. That's right, Gabrielle
Yeah,
Green.
He's
Where do
really
you
good
bury
at
the
that
bodies,
kind of
Gabrielle? He was funny.
You used to tease some other guy about bodies because he had a real dark basement, but I don't remember his name. I just remember.
That's right.
I remember what his basement looked like, and he had a dark thing in the back that was very mysterious looking, that looked like a charred treasure chest or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
You used to mention the bodies with him too.
Yeah, around 5 o'clock, I'm training one from Australia now. That's really funny. That's really nice over there. She's in a really nice area over there.
Yeah, the one from that 5 o'clock one.
Yeah.
Yesterday. Well, I think it was 5 o'clock.
what's your name?
Zana.
No, that's not the one I saw. Okay.
Ooh. 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 Ooh.
Hey.
Yeah.
Kelly, I don't got a lot of movies, nothing like that, but my deal's music. I've got lots and lots of music.
Do you?
Yeah, I used to remember buying the music. Well, I used to remember becoming remember the club memberships that you pay a penny and they send you 10 CDs or 10 whatever.
Yep.
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 And then of course you made 1 million accounts and never pay, and you just to get the 10, just to get the 10 and order another 10 from somewhere else.
Columbia House.
Yeah, the Columbia House. I never understood how those people make money, because everybody will make like 1 million accounts and never pay them anyways for the other day.
I didn't know they were still doing it when computers came around. I thought it was just like when I was a kid, where it was done through TV guide ads and it was all by mail. I didn't know they were still doing it. You know, when you could have different email accounts and stuff.
Well, I was long before there were, you know, computers were widespread anyway.
Yeah.
I remember, man, listening to the same tape over and over again, where you will waste the tape away. The tape just became useless.
Mm-hmm.
You will reverse and go back, reverse, and it would just waste the tape. Fixing tapes with acetone that they would break apart, and then you had to fix it with the acetone, and it would get back together in place.
Yep. I just thought 8-track tapes were the greatest thing in the world.
Those things are annoying to me. I mean, that's a little after my time, but you know, I'd still, as a kid, you know, folks would still have them, but I couldn't understand. You had to really think when you used those. You had to figure out where on the other side the song was you wanted to listen to based on what was playing on the upper side. I had trouble figuring that out, you know.
Well, I started out with AM radio, and then they finally started coming out with FM. Then we had reel-to-reel cassettes, and then regular cassettes, and then the 8-tracks, of course, albums all the way through.
Yeah.
But how old are you, Kelly?
I am 54.
Oh, you're a puppy.
Kelly's a young kid. Kelly's a young kid.
So what do you have most of, Todd? Records, cassette tapes, or CDs, or 8-tracks?
I would say no 8-tracks anymore. The only 8-track I have is Eric Burden before he joined the Animals, and it has never been. But lots and lots of albums, but way more CDs. And
Control that part more. Don't just move around. Control that part. When you're coming back up, don't move the elbows up. When you're coming back up, don't move the elbows up. Just there you go. That's hinging right there. Control that. You see the difference? That's doing it. Don't just move around like a crazy person.
That's because I was talking to him. I should have shut up.
That's right. Okay.
Well, it's hard to concentrate when you're having a conversation. Sorry.
No, I was talking. Whew.
So yeah, I'm working pretty soon. Everybody that's a member right now is gonna get a link to beta test the app that I'm making.
What?
To beta test, to test, which great. Look who my IT department is. It's gonna be Todd. Todd, I want to send you a link to test my application. So imagine that. Todd getting that's a problem right there. That's a bad plan. What it really be, it basically I'm gonna change off from the train rides. I'm gonna make my own site. So we're gonna have our own stuff, but it's also gonna test my workout tracker that I'm gonna have for people become member. Even when people are not members, they're gonna be able to track their workouts in a much more comprehensive way than anything that's out there right now. Because you'll be able to, it'll keep track of everything, of anything you do, but it'll give you the tension for anything you do based on you, it's not only taking into account your height, it takes away, you have to put in your body size measurement, whether you're petite, small, medium. Most men are medium, they're not large, even if they think they are. Then there's large, and then there's extra large. Large is only, if you use shorteners, you're not large. That's pretty obvious. You're not. You know, even if you think you're wide, any guy that has to use, let's say if you're using the 41-inch bands and you have to shorten it, you're not large.
Right.
You're
You
just average.
You said a lot of guys are medium, whether they think they are or not. So
Yeah.
according to the truth, then is Daniel large or extra large? Daniel
Which one?
Magyar.
Daniel Magyar is
Would he be an extra large like he
Why?
seems, or
He's
is he
extra
still just a
large.
large?
Why? Because of the fact that I have seen that he's had to use extenders for bands to extend being able to do the elite band in the beginning, because he wasn't able to get inside of it. Now that he's lost a lot of size because he went on a more leaner diet, I think he's able to get into it a little better. But even that then wouldn't be extra large. If you're able to actually get inside with the elite band and comfortably push it out without having to extend, you're not extra large. Extra large is there are people that really they can't even get their arms inside.
Yeah.
Right. So that's extra large. Large is that you, like Dr. J, that you're able to get inside and put your hands and move it with no problem. That's large. Most guys get in and usually have a gap of 1 inch to 2 inches to it. That's average.
Right.
Then most women are small. Most women, they're small. They're not petite. Petite is like my nieces, which are really small. And in size, like my wife, who's really slender, still is small, because that's usually is that you have to shorten twice. A regular, most 41-inch bands, you got to shorten twice and probably 3 times, most likely. A petite person wouldn't, even shortening 4 times might not even do it. You have to really use a smaller band and then shorten, because a petite person, even the small bands don't work. They still have to shorten them.
Yeah.
You know, usually a small person with the small bands, let's say if they use 32-inch bands, a woman that's usually might have to shorten once, but the petite people will have to still shorten 2 or 3 times because they're just that small, you know. But this allows you to choose whether you have 32-inch bands, 37-inch bands, 32, 34, which are the elite. X3 has 34 and 41, but Series still says 32 and 37. So you could keep track of 32-inch bands, 34-inch bands, 37-inch bands, and 41-inch bands. If you have the hooks, it has the drop down that it tells you whether you're extending with one side or both sides, whether you're shortening 1 or twice or 3 times or 4 times, and anything you do affects the calculation of the band. So everything. So if you choose a band and you do anything on the extending or shortening, it changes the tension. Your body size, if you change the body size, it changes the tension. The foot plates, it allows you to put the default is obviously the X3 foot plate, but if you were to buy the Ultimate foot plate, it has the Ultimate foot plate. You select it and it gives you a different measurement. Why? Because it's wider. If you use the Ultimate foot plate sideways, the other way, the long way, it gives you a different measurement. Why? Because that's a 12-inch plate right at that point, because it's 12 inches. So it allows you to, it will select for any plate you have, and you just enter the measurements. Like for the clench plate, that's a lot bigger. You could enter that, and it'll keep track of all that. It keeps track of band tension by like if you have the long bar automatically weighs 8 pounds. Well, that's 8 pounds added to the tension, because all the bars weigh a little bit different. So if you have a completely different bar, you can put it there and just tabulate how much it weighs. It will add it to the tension. You'll also be able to keep track of handles, and all handles are different, because if you have a J handle, it's really low. So let's say you were doing deadlifts with a handle, and you're doing like a trap bar deadlift where it's on the sides. Well, but if you use the hook ones like this, that takes tension away from the band, because if you really see the handles here, but it goes all the way to where the band's at. So that's a difference. But I have one that's like 8 inches, and I have one that's 2 inches. That's a big difference using one and the other, because one is making the band shorter, while one's making the band longer. So it will automatically do that, but you also get to set up, let's say you're using hooks for your door for whatever. So you got hooks on the top, hooks on the bottom, and hooks on the...
Oh, like what Steven does?
Yeah, if you have one of those things. But if you use 2 hooks, it allows you to set the separation of the hooks. Because now if you use 2 hooks and you have bands, the separation becomes like a foot plate. So you just got to put how far apart are they. Okay. So it will keep track of all that, automatically. And obviously so whenever you do it again, it's automatically saved. You don't have to be entering all that information later, but it'll really be comprehensive for everything. But let's say it automatically has, when you first start out, because you're gonna be able to put like beginner, whatever. So people that are just beginning, it will tell you what to do most likely, right? First of all, I'd always suggest the first time you use it that you get 15 full reps, because it has, unlike the other things, it has 15. It has full reps, half reps, and partial reps. What do I mean by that? Full reps are, we all know what they are. Full reps is you're getting it completely out and you're getting all the way out. As soon, let me explain this to you. As soon as that bar doesn't go all the way out and it goes just 95%, you're no longer at full reps. You're at half reps now. Half reps means that you're going from half and you're no longer able to get to the full. As soon as you're not able, you have to eventually know, you have to be honest with yourself. I'm not getting full reps anymore. And we all know when that happens. We all start pushing out, and eventually you're like, well, I can't reach even. That's it, I can't. What do? Okay, here's how the difference is that this has a thing that you start, and it gives you a timer. It shows it on the screen, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It says start, and it'll give you the cadence that I set. You could adjust the cadence. Adjusting the cadence automatically changes the force. So the more cadence, the more force. Obviously, because you're going slower, you're accumulating more tension, just like with the force bar. But when you start this, it tells you start. It'll be 3, 2, 1. It'll say push, right? So now you're pushing, whatever. It'll get there. It says rep 1. You'll come back. But all you do is you stand there and you do it. You just listen. You're not paying it. You're doing. All I want you to concentrate is doing good form and concentrate on when you can't push it anymore. Once you can't push to full, you say half. It automatically starts counting half reps as soon as you say it. Okay. Once you can't get to the half point anymore, as soon as you can't get to the half point anymore, you say partials. Once you stop, you say stop. Automatically, your reps are put in. As soon as it closes, there will be full reps, half reps, and partials put in, and it will automatically tell you the force of all that. You don't have to touch it. It will just do it automatically.
Will it count partials or just count halves for you once you tell it partials?
What you tell it partials is counting partials. It's counting everything. So it's going to give you total reps and your separation between full reps, half reps, and partials.
Wow.
Right? And then give you the force of that. If, depending on how you have it set, if you're a beginner, I'm automatically going to suggest, let's say if you only have the white band and that's all you have, you can't really do. But let's say you'll know I couldn't get, let's say you only got like 9 full. Automatically, since it has everything tabulated and has every band you could ever think of, depending on who you are and how you have it set up, it will automatically tell you next time. Let's say you were at the light gray and you only got 8 full reps. That you're using a band that's too much for you, especially if you're a beginner. You should really be trying to get the 15 full reps. It will automatically tell you use the white and light orange band. Why? Because that's the lower tension just before the light gray. So that then you're able to get, if you use the white, it'll be too light. But we know that the next lower part is the white and the light orange. So it automatically has all the combinations. It knows all the combinations of all the bands. So it will automatically tell you whether you should move up or down.
Okay.
The next time.
So now, is this something I'm going to have to get my IT department to help me?
No, it'll be very simple to do. But you, on the other hand, we are talking Todd, so I don't know.
Okay.
So that's the plan of what I'm working on.
Okay,
and it's already like pretty soon I'll have it for you guys to take beta test and tell me how it goes.
Good.
Because I think that's pretty cool that it's able to do all that.
Be nice to keep track.
Yeah, to keep track, especially for people that, let's say, if you're not gonna get coaching, but you could at least keep that, because that's going to be like a membership thing where they pay a certain amount. You're able to do basic tracking. If you pay more, you're going to be able to do the complete tracking and then keep track of everything you want and have access to my tutorials and all that. And obviously, if you're in the coaching, you get everything, right? If you guys are already in the coaching, you get everything. You have access to everything. So that's how it'll be.
Yeah. Okay.
I had a quick question. It's not an important one though, but I've never yet seen it whenever I watched a video, but I don't watch all the videos that that post to YouTube. Have you ever had, probably when someone first starts with you, have you ever had anyone be tempted to lift up on the balls of their feet a little bit when they're doing the overhead press, just to try to work their muscles just a little bit more. You know what I mean?
On the balls of their feet.
Like
You mean like do a tippy toe?
you'll have to imagine that I can do this. I
Yeah.
can't because I'm in my room. But you ever notice, like, do people ever do that just to try to get more stress on the muscle?
Some
and,
might.
and you've had to tell them that's not a good idea. You better not
Yeah,
do that unless you're
but that-
further back, like with the calf raise. I was just
Yeah.
wondering because I'm often tempted to do that when when I'm at work where I can stand and do them all the way instead of having to be on my knees the whole time. My body wants to lift up on those just to try to push, get a little bit more. Once I get it up here, I got to say no.
It
Don't
might
do
be.
that.
No, I mean it isn't. It isn't the end of the world. People could do it, but you know what? It's harder. Incredibly enough, it's harder with a band than it is with real weight. Why? Weight is static, and it's not very with a band. When you do it, it's more like this. And if you really don't have good balance, that could tip you on the foot plate
Yeah.
that you're standing on. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because usually, remember when you're doing it with a foot plate, your feet are not in the calf range position where they're right over the band. You're usually in the normal
know.
position. So now
I
you're
know.
gonna
All that
stand
goes
up,
through my
lift
mind.
it up, and the foot plate's gonna come up.
Yeah, I figure it's just going to make the plate do this.
Exactly. It's
And then
gonna
your
make the, unless you did it on purpose since the beginning and stood up in a way where you know you're gonna try to do it.
Yeah, if you can correct your balance, you have to move your head a little bit more this way while you're doing it. Then
Yeah.
you're
But
asking for more
I will
trouble,
find that
probably.
most people are just gonna get hurt rather than anything else because most people don't have the balance for that.
But yeah, I was just wondering if anyone else is tempted to do that, like I always am. If you
Okay,
like,
'cause
if you've ever caught anyone trying to do that,
it. Try it one day and see. You
No.
report back to us.
I've gone up about this far, and I think no, I better not. I guess I know I can go that far, but
Mhm.
I would never try to go like up as high as I can when I do calf raises. Yeah, just asking for trouble. But do they always stay out of the way when you're working out, or are they never near you?
No, they
when you're
love going in the garage when I'm working out. They love to
Okay.
play in the garage and find every little hole or something.
They don't chew on the bands or anything, huh?
No, they go find other things to play with.
Okay.
The garage is full of junk, so they go find a million things to play with.
Okay. Good.
All right, people. See you Monday.
All right. Take care.
Bye bye.